This 28th of October plays a vital role in various forms. Great personalities, if we talk about the industrial personalities, are Indrani, who is well known for her directiveness to bring in PepsiCo, is celebrating her birthday today. We have Lala Rajpat Rai also celebrating his birthday. So great leaders and great moments on this particular day. So we are also joining that great moment of also on the same day of creating this 11th edition of our national conference on the 3M conditions. I welcome each one of you on this particular day to have a very fantastic, interactive, and knowledge sharing sessions to come ahead. All the team members and the industries have been a part and parcel of these competitions in the past, and I'm sure that you will surely be with us because of the lucrativeness and the knowledge add that you get from CII. Let me proceed with this. We have the participants also ready waiting for themselves to get presented in this competition. At 9:08 today, we have another 7 minutes to start our competition. During this 7 minutes, let me take you through the opening presentation to formally give you the rules and regulations and the process and the total number of teams who are going to be present today. As you all know, these are the three levels of the 3M, that is the Muda, Mura, and the Muri. The definitions of each of them, I need not have to read because I know that you are well prepared by understanding this and coming across. The seven type of Muda will add a lot of value to any industry. Mura actually looks into the incredible way of trying to balance things. Muri is going to really help the man and the machine to eliminate the unwanted things. With this brief description on the three M's, and I'm sure by the end of the first day and the second day, lot many new definitions, lot many new meanings will get added in this presentation through this 2 days interaction by various industries. Let's wait and look at how each one of us define these and take the journey in your industries. Coming to the competition, we have totally 66 teams that are going to participate in this particular competition. So, also telling you how important it is for you to perform in the coming 2 days because it's a tough competition in each of the category. We have under Muda 31 teams. Under Mura, we have 7 teams, and under Muri, we have 24 teams. The IT sector, which has been very competitive and very supportive and very involving into these things, into the last 1.5 years, we have been seeing instant growth of the IT sector, which are looking into the entry into the Kaizen competitions, circle competitions, 3M competitions. This also tells us various other things that the IT sector, the service sector is also looking at how to implement these technical tools in their organizations to improve and eliminate the unwanted. The scoring pattern will be as follows. Ladies and gentlemen, I would request each one of you to please spend your time equally because your votes carry a 30% of weightage. Each team that is going to win does have your votes into it. So if you're not voting, it's just like the right to vote for the country as we vote. It's similarly the same criteria over here. You are a part and parcel of building a lot many good things in your industry. So do not hesitate. And my request would be not to log off after your competition is on. Be connected and look at how you can learn from others and give the weightage as you feel. So we have a combination of 30-70, 70% coming from the juries and 30% coming from the participants. In the juries, we have 5 juries on the board today. 3 are industrial juries, 2 are CII juries, all very competitive and look at you to give you the proper advice and also re-examine you through the right questions where they find that it is not justified rightly. Coming to the scoring pattern, usually to the new people who are just joining, for them, this will become really very important to understand. There are the themes. This particular pattern has been shared to all of you, and the pattern speaks about every criteria on which you can score. Please rank or give your marks or the points on that respective theme or the criteria on the table that is provided, total it up, and then you have to add it and then make a score against a 20. What is the final score they're getting? Once you're done with that, our expectation is you need to also mark the top 5, top 7 of what you feel after you have scored in the total sheet that you get. Give the top ratings in the Roman numbers on the side of the scoring sheet. And then please send it to Mr. Manikumar or Sudarshan. This will help us, just a minute. This will help us to have a proper scoring and a comparative scoring easier to take a summing up of all the score sheets that you as participants provide, you as experts provide, and the juries who provide. The final scoring of that will arrive on the consensus of this. Coming to the Q&A, that is a question and answers. There is a particular, if you see the schedule of the day, there is a particular time that is provided in which you are allocated a questionnaire session. Please do not interrupt anybody during their presentations. And I know with having the senior positions, you do hold the responsibilities you do hold in your organizations. I do know and I do understand that you will be valuing their time by not disturbing them during their presentations. And please do not ask some unwanted or unnecessary questions. Getting connected, we have a couple of things that have been shared well in advance with you. Always, we say that there has to be a team, and the team should consist minimum of 2. And each one of you be prepared with your presentation on your systems, and each one of you be connected with different sorts of connectivity. In case there's a failure of one, the other can support equally and build it up. Each of the presentation has to be done in the allocated time. Ensure that you have got a good backup and the speed of your internet is good. One of the points which I missed to tell you, be in the presentations, at least one of the most important thing I will say is do not log off. That's the best thing. If you have not logged in, then do log in at least 20 minutes before your time of competition. Each one of you are given 8 minutes for your presentation. You can check before you start. You can check with Mr. Sudarshan or Mr. Karthik on the presentation of the slide, your audibility and your slide movements. And once that is done, you can just go on. The time will start over there. 7 minutes down the presentation time, after you have started, there will be a first bell that you will receive. It's a warning bell that is coming to an end of the 7th minute, and you've just got 60 seconds left. As time is also a criteria in your scoring. Need not to say, keep yourself away from the distractions of your mobile phones and do not use the mobile phones for the presentations and use your system to have a clear and comfortable presentation mode. Try to be back on time, be on the system well in advance, listen to every presenter, learn from every presenter, and enjoy the day. Looking forward for your cooperation, which I'm sure will be there, and for this grand celebrations for this competition, the 11th 3M competition. We also have one of our jury, Mr. P. Arun Raj, who's going to also make a presentation on day 2, that is tomorrow, just before our awarding ceremony. And he's going to talk on manufacturing process involvement through value innovation. a very interesting and important subject in the present scenario. So be present well in advance. I surely will give this reminder to all of you tomorrow also. Wishing you all the very best and looking forward to look at the cheering faces that I will be seeing at the end of the day. All of us will be seeing at the end of the day tomorrow to have a good photo session on the victorious teams. Wishing you all the very best. Thank you. Over to you, Sudarshan.
Thank you, Ravi sir. We will start the competition. Before that, I would like to welcome our jury member Harish Sharma. Welcome, Mr. Harish Sharma.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So,
Sorry, I joined some late. Sorry.
it's okay, sir. No problem. Sir, before I start, I just want to recheck with all our jury members. Their questions are ready. Can we start? Mr. Arjun Raj, please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Smriti, hope you are there.
Hello, yes, sir, I am there.
Yes. Tosif San.
Yes, I am there.
Thank you all. So, with the permission of all the distinguished jury members, I'll start calling the teams as per the schedule. We start with the Muda category. Time allotted, you know, 8 minutes. So, I'll give a small bell like this at the 7th minute. Then, when you finish complete 8 minutes, I'll send you a little longer like this. So, with that, I invite the first team, Aarti Industries, to start make their presentation, please. Mr. Shubham, the right has been given to you. Yes, it is visible. You may start, please.
Just a minute, I'm putting this down.
You are not audible, sir.
Now, are we
Yeah,
audible?
little louder, please.
Are we audible now?
Yeah, you are audible, but still, if you can little closer to the your microphone.
We are always sitting with our laptop and we are closer to it.
Yes, please go ahead, sir. Thank you.
Hello?
Your time start now.
Okay, fine. Good morning, one and all. A warm welcome to 11th edition CII 3M competition. We are from Aarti Industry Limited Zone 1. Our Kaizen theme is changeover downtime reduction. Myself, Subham Chaturvedi, presenting with Mr. Pulkit Narang. About our organization, our slide is not getting changed. Hello? Hello? Mr. Sudarshan, our
Please,
slide
please
is
go
not
ahead.
changing.
You are audible.
Mr. Sudarshan,
You are audible, sir. Please go ahead.
our slide is not changing. Our slide is not changing.
Please click on the slide.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, it's moving now.
Okay, fine. Sorry, shall we start again?
No, you continue, sir.
Okay, fine. So about our organization, we are the leading chemical company in India, established in 1984 by our MD, Mr. Rajendra Gogri. Our vision is to be a global choice in market and mission is delighted stakeholder. Our values are care, integrity and excellency. Our presence as per geographical region in India shown in the slides. Also, we are having the sites near the ports, Kandla, Nhava Sheva, Hazira and Dahej. Now we'll request our colleague to take you through the process.
We transfer the material of second scrubber tank, which is in series with 211 in 211 and charge 212 with the fresh liquid. We follow this same procedure twice, and third time after transferring 211 to storage tank, we transfer 213 and 214 in 211 and then charge 213 and 214 with the fresh acid. Then we start circulation in 211 for product generation and circulation in 213 for vacuum generation. Here you can see the process flow diagram of our scrubber system. There are 4 tanks in series, 211, 212, 213 and 214 with their overhead column C1, C2, C3 respectively. The product is generated in 211 and the vacuum is formed in 213. Gases are scrubbed from 211 to 214 in series. 2 times of transferring is done from 212 to 211 after emptying 211 in storage tank. After transferring 212 to 211, we do not transfer it third time due to our observation that nitric impurities of gases that remains unscrubbed passes on to the further water scrubbers, which ruins our specification limits. Reason behind this high concentration in water scrubber is saturation of liquid in 214. So we transferred 213 and 214 material to 211, due to which our vacuum got disrupted, and there is a process downtime of 2 hours.
From 22 hours monthly to 8 hours monthly. Also, we are aiming for it to make it 0. Our Titan TV and timeline is our benchmark was 22 hours monthly downtime, and now our target is 8 hours monthly downtime reduction. So our team leader is Mr. Sanjay KB, myself, facilitator myself Shubham Chaturvedi, team member Mr. Gajanan Mugle, Mr. Sandeep K. Acharya, Mr. Pulkit Naran. Our Kaizen start date was 22nd of March and Kaizen end date was 30th of September with accomplishment of 2 trials. Our problem status was, so from the OE loss certification, we observed the contribution of changeover losses on availability. And as it was something which we can control by ourselves, we have tried to reduce it down, and also we are trying to get it eliminated. Here, as you can see in the graph, in the third graph, we are showcasing there was a 2% of changeover downtime across the availability losses. So our problem phenomena was high changeover downtime. So Mr. Pulkit, why high changeover downtime?
Because there is active drop due to the process.
Why?
Due to transferring of material of 212 twice and 213 and 214 to 211 once.
Why?
To avoid the nitric formation in scrubber by eliminating transfer from 214.
Why?
As 214 is at the last stage of the process.
So here we got the root cause that by doing the Viva analysis, that 214 gets saturated due to the process performed at early 2 stages due to the circulations. So we did brainstorming with the team and generated the 4 ideas, out of which we opted the second one, as other 3 ideas were having a cost and procurement part, which is a long-term process. As per Aarti management system, any change must go through MOC. MOC is the management of change, which has a lead time of around 9 to 12 months. So we found the second idea, which was the low-hanging fruit, and we can accomplish from the day 1 onwards just by doing the process discipline. So we have opted that idea. Here you can see the before pictures. Earlier we used to transfer the product from 212 to 211, and then 213 to 212 to 211 twice, and then 213 to 213 plus 214 to 211 once. Now we are transferring the product from 212 plus 214 to 211 7 times, and then from 213 to 211 once. Earlier we used to have a downtime after 3 product transfer, which we are going to get after 3 days. Means in every 3 days we used to have a 2 hours of downtime, and afterwards, after implementation of Kaizen, now we are having a downtime of 2 hours after 8 days. Here you can see in the graph also. Earlier we used to have a frequency of changeover 11. After implementation of Kaizen, now we are having the changeover frequency of 4, which is contributing to 8 hours of downtime. In terms of monetary benefit, we have also saved 32 lakhs rupees per annum, and our capacity enhanced as our changeover downtime reduced from 22 hours monthly to 8 hours monthly, which is nearly about 24 ton per annum. Benefits in terms of PQCDSM, productivity increased by 24 ton per year, quality remains same, our cost improved as 32 lakhs rupees saving per annum, our delivery, which used to measure by OTIF, we are our capacity enhanced, so our delivery has improved. Our safety has improved as changeover frequency is reduced, as we are having the harmful chemicals, so more touch point will be reduced, more safety will be improved. Our employee morale has been improved as their effort reduced due to the changeover frequency reduction. Here, sustainability part, we have deployed 1-point lesson. Also, we have revised SOP, and we are also tracking in log sheet and SAP data. But we are not able to disclose because of Aarti management system. We cannot reveal the product as well as documents in the common platform. Parallelly, we have horizontally deployed the same process where we are having in Zone 2 and Zone 3, whereas in Zone 2 we have successfully accomplished the target. In the Zone 3, it is still going on. Here you can see the Kaizen sheet which we have submitted for the participation. There is a one good say by Mr. Taichi Ono. Process cannot be generated when we are satisfied with existing situations. So that's all from us. Welcome for the questions. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, team. The next team is Blue Star Limited, Dadra.
Yeah, good morning all. Hello.
Yeah, good morning. You are audible. Now the presenter right was given to you. You can share.
Yes. So is it visible to all team members?
Yes, it is visible. Please put it on the slideshow mode. Yes. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, you may
it's-
start.
yeah. So my team has started the presentation. Mr. Dharmendra.
So, good morning, everyone. I am Dharmendra Patel, along with my team member Vilas Pimpre. We welcome you to all to this prestigious 3M competition. And today we are representing Blue Star. Blue Star is India's leading air conditioning and commercial refrigeration company, which was founded by Mr. Mohan T. Advani in 1943. It's a public limited company since 1969. We have around 2,700 employees are working with us all over India, and with having a 4,700 crore of annual turnover, we are the current leaders. We are the market leaders in ducted package air conditioning systems. We have 5 state-of-the-art manufacturing facilities located, one in Wada, 2 in Himachal Pradesh, 1 in Ahmedabad, and 1 in Dadra and Nagar Haveli from where we are. In Dadra Nagar Haveli, we manufacture ducted package system and VRS system, which is generally used for commercial purpose like hospitals, malls, cinema halls. Let's talk about let's discuss the process flow of our product. It starts from that machine chassis loading with a compressor at loading station, then it goes to brazing station where the HVAC components and related things braze together in a closed circuit group. Then next it goes to for leak test and gas charging, and followed by wiring and safety test, and the last it completed with the final couple testing and packaging. So let's discuss our case study. In Dadra plant, one of our assembly line manufactured that VRF side discharge product, which can be seen. We having the capacity from 4 HP to 16 HP. It is a growing product in its category, so it was, and the demand is very high. So it was very important for us to improve the cycle time and to eliminate the wastage from the assembly line. And the main constraint that we were getting from this product was delay in delivery, and because of that higher SFGs, higher raw materials were getting lied at assembly lines, and we are also getting internal quality issues, wrong component fitment, wrong sticker fitment. So all these problems were catered. So what we did, we plotted the Yamazumi chart, and from this chart we can clearly see the bottleneck station were the final packaging station. So we conducted YY analysis to understand to get the root cause of that bottleneck station, and from that root cause we have seen that the at packing station all the activities other than packing, like machine cleaning, stickering, panel fitment, all these activities are performed sequentially and online. So this was creating a higher cycle time at that station. And root cause from this analysis that we've seen that this station need to have a time study. So we did the time study on this particular station, and that gave us the opportunity to do the Gemba and brainstorming on that particular station, and we find out few very good ideas about what we can do. We got very good idea like standardization of stickers and wiring diagrams, and the SMWS concept, which is the major find from this project. We were able to use this concept concept. We learned this concept from our industrial benchmarking visit at Paragon Industry, where they were suffering the losses of their assembly lines, and they introduced the single man workstation. I will explain what it is. Whereas in that particular station, a single operator will do all the offline or activities, and he will supply all the parts at the point of use. So in Blue Star, all the at packing station, our operator we started to complete all pre-SFG. He started making pre-SFGs and directly supplying to the packing station, so that other than activities can be catered to these stations. Same way, we have also standardized the wiring diagram and error code. Earlier, we were receiving this diagram in 2-3 A3 paper. So we have proposed a design change, and we have given that these two stickers can be clubbed together. And we got approval from service team that they will not have any issue reading this diagram and error codes in service point of view. And as we have seen that other panel fitment activities were also part of that packing station, so we have shifted that panel fitment activities to that control box making area, which is there in Blue Star near packing station. So that activities has been shifted from packing station, which have saved around 30 seconds of packing time. This is one of our safest Kaizen, I would say. This gave us opportunity to do some safety improvements. As we can see in this picture, earlier we were receiving these control panels with a wiring diagram, wiring danger and wiring stickers, and these stickers were pasted by packer inside of the service box. So the purpose of these stickers were not catered, were not fulfilled. So we proposed a change of these stickers, which this sticker can be pasted outside of that control panel. And we have also gave this work to the vendor scope. So now we are receiving these control box with a sticker outside, so electrical or non-electric guy can understand, or he will have some certain distance from this control panel. After doing all these improvements, we have also seen that we won't have that much of SFG, WIP. So we were able to create some space around 9 to 10 square meter of area we have generated at that packing station. At the end of the project, we can see the drastic improvement in cycle time of packaging station from 1591 to 975, which is around 61% of the improvement. These are the tangible benefit of this project. We have improved our productivity by 40%. We have improved. We have also saved the cost of 15 lakhs per month, which can be understand that we will be able to dispatch more machines, around 10 machines per shift. And same way, we have standardized the wiring diagram error code on a one page, so that will also have some cost saving. And the process quality is also improved. Now critical to quality activities like Blue Star company's logo, pasting the circuit stickers. Now those activities is been handled by offline operator, so he will have that much of time to focus on quality. Labor cost has also reduced because now we don't need additional overtime hours to pack those machines which were getting delayed. And morale has also increased because that single man workstation has balanced our assembly line. Now whatever we are making at assembly line, we can be packed on that same day. So all the efforts were appreciated. On a horizontal sustenance, we have also given a engineering change note for the process that we have changed. And on that horizontal we have also initiated BOM changes for that error code wiring diagram thing. And on that horizontal deployment, same kind of product, VRF top discharge, we did this for side discharge. We have implemented all the improvements at our similar product, the big brother of side discharge, VRF on that top discharge. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Blue Star. The next Kaizen is from Bose Stasis System India Limited.
Any questions, sir?
We will take the question little later, please. Team Bose. Please unmute yourself. Your PPT is visible. Please unmute yourself. Yeah, Team Bosch, you may start, please.
Am I audible?
You are audible, but little low. Please a little louder. Yeah, please start.
Hello, so good morning. I'm Sunil Zambre. I'm from Bosch Test System, working in AS division. Here with me, my co-presenter Vishal Hembade. We are involved in manufacturing of electronic stability program as well as ABS for two-wheeler and four-wheeler assemblies. These are the products of two-wheeler ABS. There are two variants, twin channel ABS and single channel ABS. The basic theme for choosing this Kaizen is our productivity target is 28 pieces per man hour and YTD is 20.4 pieces man hour. But in case of OE, we are at benchmark level. So there are the other way is we have to improve the productivity by optimizing the head count. This is the KPI tree. As you can see, at the OE, we are now at 91.5%. But in case of man per hour, the target was 67.5 pieces per man hour. But currently, we are having 70.9 pieces per man hour in a shift. So after analysis, we have identified one area, that is the POP, where we can improve because it is an offline activity. Currently, we were using 10.5 manpower on one line. As I told the POP, but first of all, we will understand what is meant by POP. POP is the point of use provider. It is a worker that supplies material to exact point of use. This is the current POP status. Currently, we are using one individual operator for on every assembly line for material feeding. So we are having two assembly lines. So for that two lines, we are using two different operators. And the cycle time is 14.9 minutes for line 1 and 13.9 minutes for line 2. And the material coverage is around 15.5 minutes. For improvement in POP cycle time, it can be achieved by either material optimization or a POP work content improvement. After conducting a Gemba walk through lines, we have identified some areas where we can make some improvements like POP route change, FG bin standard change, increase in SMPOs per different bins, and POP trolley modification. Here is these ideas are plotted on prioritization matrix, yield versus effort. So we have categorized that ideas and take necessary actions. Here from onwards, Vishal will continue.
So thank you very much, Sunil. So I'll continue the next part, and good afternoon, good morning all. So the first is actually layout modifications. So earlier actually the POP was actually moving in such a way. Here if you can see, there is a repetitive motion of POP. So by this actually the one POP was taking the 14.9 minutes to conduct the one cycle of material feeding. And then actually we have done the brainstorming and standard stations and Viva analysis. And after that, actually we find out this is the best way of POP layout. So here actually we completely avoid the repetitive motion of the POP. And with these changes, actually the POP is completing the his cycle in 11 minutes. So what we have done the changes for this repetitive motions. So in earlier actually here from this passage, this is the gangway. From this gangway actually the true trolleys can't pass. So then actually here we have modified the gangway at the here right side. So here we have modified the trolley in such a way that the two trolleys now can pass through this gangway. So by this improvement, actually, we have reduced the cycle time by 3.9 minutes. Then in second, this is actually trolley. I'll tell you, the earlier the width was 630 mm, and now actually we have modified the trolley where the width is 550 mm. So by these improvements, both the trolleys are able to pass through the gangways. Now in the second actually actions, we have changed the SMP of the two components, which are high frequency for the feedings. So earlier the SMP of the PCB was 100 quantity. Earlier the SMP was 25, which we changed to the hundreds. And for the PCB, earlier SMP was 64, which we changed to the 112s. So almost in the motor, actually, we have changed the 4 times, and in the PCB, we have done the doubles. So SMP is nothing but the standard number of parts in a beans. So by this, actually, earlier, actually, the material coverage was 6.9 minutes, which we changed to the 27.5 minutes. So now once we supply the materials, after 27.5 minutes only we have to supply the material. So here is a drastic change in the material feedings, and we reduce the material feeding frequency by 50%. Then actually in the second, actually we have changed the trolley layout. So earlier trolley layout was able to cover the material for 13.5 minutes. Then we changed the trolley in such a way that by optimizing the few components online and by increasing the SMP quantities, the now after trolley modification, the material coverage is 33 minutes. Then actually here, this is another improvements. Earlier actually we were supplying the finished goods through this dolly. So this dolly we are carrying empty. So we thought that instead of carrying the empty dollies, we will take the finished good bins. Now in current situation, actually we were supplying the 4 finished goods bins after every cycles. So earlier actually the material coverage time was 11 minutes, and by this improvement we have covered the material for the 66 minutes. Then here we have implemented the new concept of introduction the L-shaped trolley for standard whips. So here we have implemented for the pump housings and ECU covers. These both trolleys we have implemented to increase the material feedings. And with all these changes, we now one POP is able to one POP CT is 20, and he is able to supply the material in 20 minutes. And with this actually minutes, he is the material coverage is for the 24 minutes. Still, he has the 4-minute gaps, and with this actually we are now line is able to run for the 24 minutes. This is actually finally day-wise CT. Earlier, the CT of POP was 28.8 minutes, which we reduced to the 19.9 minutes now, and this is actually improvement day-on-day basis. And earlier, actually, the POP productivity pieces per man hour was 20.3, which we increased to the 21.17 after this improvements. And also actually we have reduced the manpower. Earlier actually 6 manpower was there, which now we changed to the 3 manpowers. Now 3 manpowers are able to supply the material for the same capacity. And with this actually we have saved the 5 lakhs annually, and this cost is also verified by the CTG. Yes, actually, we do have the lesson learns like working in CFT with fresh eye and with dedicated time is the key rapid result even in challenging tasks. Improvement actions need not to be measures. Even the small actions lead to the huge improvements, and challenges brings the opportunities. And thank you very much, and welcome for the questions.
Thank you, Team Bosch. The next presenter is Dr. Reddy's Laboratories Limited, CTO2, Plant 2.
So can you see my screen?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah.
Please close this presenter view, sir. Yeah. Please click on the display setting.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Yes, yes.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Manikanta, and my colleague Srinivas Reddy sir will be telling about you the model elimination learning plan. So, welcome to Dr. Reddy's Laboratories. Before to that, I will give a small intro about our Dr. Reddy's, like who we are. We are a global pharmaceutical company with 3 key businesses, like 1 pharmaceutical services and active ingredients, 2 global generics, and 3 proprietary products. And our main purpose, we are committed to providing affordable and innovative medicines for healthier lives. And our values are as follows: integrity and transparency, safety, quality, productivity, respect for the individual, collaboration and teamwork, and sustainability. So this is our Dr. Reddy's global footprint, where we are having 29 global offices and 5 global manufacturing locations across the globe, and we are from India. So in India, we are having 5 API manufacturing locations. 3 are in Hyderabad, 1 in Nalgonda, and 1 in Srikakulam. So we are from C202 Hyderabad location. So this is our C202 product portfolio, where we are mainly into therapeutic drugs manufacturing, like atorvastatin calcium, Fonda premix, telmisartan, dutastride, relaxant, and ciprofloxacin, which are used mainly for decreasing blood pressures and reducing diabetes. And this is our business case in C202. If you can see from FY 18-19 to FY 2021, there is 31% increase in our sales. And if you see for year 2021, atorvastatin is the flagship molecule of our plant with 51% contribution, which is manufactured in A, MNC, and N blocks. So this is our atorvastatin calcium process flow, where we will take the input material and it is manufactured in 4 stages. Stage 1 is AVS 1, and stage 2 is AVS 2, and stage 3 is AVS 3, and stage 4 is AVS 3A, that is API, final API. So if you see, AVS 2 and AVS 3 are the bottlenecks of atorvastatin calcium. And welcome to our production area: A block, MNC, and N block. So you can see AVS 2 is manufactured in A block, MNC AVS 3 is manufactured, and the both stages AVS 2 and AVS 3 are dried in N block. So this is our theme and target. Our 3M category, it comes under MUDA, and our Kaizen theme: productivity improvement in AVS stage by eliminating batch-to-batch cleaning activity. And for our problem statement, for our atorvastatin calcium product, we are having a shortfall in meeting our customer demand due to less OEE. And as per our OEE waterfall chart in AVS 2 and AVS 3 equipments, we are having major loss in batch-to-batch clean time, that is coming around 9% loss, that is equivalent to 70 hours per equipment in a month. So team members are like myself, Manikanta, K. Srinivas Reddy, Sanjeev, Chandrasekhar, Chaitanya, and Mallikarjun Rao. And our cleaning occurrence and our target is current 30, and our target is like 3. So this is our atorvastatin calcium takt time versus oral processing time. If you see, the AVS 2 reactor and AVS 3 RCVD are the bottlenecks, which are key contribution to deciding our throughput. And if you see the AVS 2 waterfall chart of reactor, you can majorly see there is batch-to-batch clean time loss is more, that is around 9.3%. And if you see the AVS 2 process flow, it starts from charging reactor, it goes to crystallizer, and it goes to centrifuge and delumper. And if you can see, there is respective time for cleaning each equipment batch to batch, and the quantity of methanol consumed for batch to batch cleaning is written below. And if you see total time taken for cleaning, the total equipments per batch is 7 hours, and the quantity of methanol consumed is 450 liters per 1 batch. And if you see, in a month we are producing 30 batches, so total time taken is around 210 hours, and quantity consumed is 13.5 kL. So same as like AVS 2, in AVS 3 we are having the same batch-to-batch clean time loss, that is coming around 9.7%. And if you see the process flow in AVS 3, it flows from leaf to it goes to OLF, and from OLF to reactor, and reactor to centrifuge. From centrifuge it goes to delumper, and delumper to tray dryer, and it goes from tray dryer to miller, and last it comes to RCVD. So you can see the respective time taken for cleaning each equipment batch to batch, and the quantity also mentioned below. And the total time taken for cleaning these all equipments for 1 batch is 13 hours. The quantity of methanol consumed is 700 liters. And total time taken in a month is 390 hours, and quantity consumed is 21 kL. And consumption of both AVS 2 and AVS 3 in a month, we are time taking for 12 equipments is 600 hours, and total methanol consumed is 34 kL. So I request my colleague to continue further.
So myself, Srinivas Reddy Kalam. So what we did, we just thought how to eliminate the skip cleaning, and we had a brainstorming along with our team, and we have got a lot of possible causes and probable causes. And then we have validated all the causes, and we ended up with the 6 causes: usage of more solvent or faster cleaning, extra manpower for while cleaning, optimizing cleaning frequency, and introduce spray ball for faster cleaning, introduce spray jet pump for cleaning, cleaning with the water instead of solvent. And we did a feasibility study and as well as a cost impact, because since this is a pharma, in pharma, making one small change will lead to a big impact because it is impacting the human life. So we did a feasibility study on cost impact, and we came out with that improvement like optimizing the cleaning frequency and introduce spray ball is viable, which is having cost impact as well as feasibility. So we have decided we'll go with this 2 improvement. And if you see improvement 1, optimizing the cleaning frequency, this is the process step. Because when you are going to optimize or challenge the current process, we have to go for a protocol study, and we have to conduct the protocol test, and we have to validate the test, and you should convince the customer as well as the quality team, and then it should be implemented in the shop floor. So what it is, we took one protocol study. This is the protocol initiation for strip cleaning activity. And then this is the study what we did, and we took a sample of initial we used to clean every batch. The machine has to stop and it has to be cleaned, and whatever residual is there inside the machine it will be cleaned, and we'll go for next batch. So what we thought, a similar product is running in that batch, so we thought we'll go for a skip cleaning, and we took trial for 5 batches once, and we did a eye chart where we can see that control it is within the control limit. If you see you go for 5 batches also, it is within the control limit, and even these two are input material ABS1 and 964, and second is impurity part. So all impurity part, input parameters, everything within the limit. So we thought going for 5 batches viable, and then we did hypothesis testing also, where we took a 2 sample C test, and where we have measured 2 parameters before 1 batch cleaning, 5 batch cleaning. What is the comparison? And we got a p value which is more than 0.3. If it is less than 0.05, so there is a direct impact. If it is more than 0.05, there is no significant difference, and it is giving that both are same. So then we did a process capability study. Even process capability we are getting higher end. It is like a 13, 16 or 22. We thought there is no change in the variability of the output, so we thought this is viable. And then this is a report which we have generated, which is produced to the quality team for validation. And if you see the skip cleaning and batch to batch cleaning before, and they did a validation and they approved this document also, and it has submitted to customer also, and we have got approval. And this is the case. If you see before every batch, we used to stop the machine and we used to clean the batch, and then we used to charge the second batch. You see, after once in 5 batches, we are cleaning the thing. And if you see before 30 batches once, we are producing 30 batches. Every 30 batches is to clean. Now it is only 6 batches once we are cleaning. And action plan 2 is introducing spray ball. So what we did is initial people have to carry this methanol. It is a complete manual activity. IV hazard is there, because some at times it is to fire also. So what we thought, why it should be a closed loop system? So we went for a spray ball. It is completely closed loop system, which is connected to the equipment. It is connected to the line where the methanol is pumped, and it is just people have to operate the push button. It will spray around the equipment. It will rinse by automated, and it will get dry. And the time saved is initially we took 120 hours, 120 minutes for cleaning the equipment. Now it has reduced to 60 minutes. So this is a summary of cases, and it has reduced from 30 to 6 batches once. And cleaning occurrence, it has come down from 30 to 6. Cleaning time was reduced from 600 hours to 120 hours. Further, by implementing this spray ball, it has further came down to 60 hours. And the solvent use has reduced from 34 KL to 6.9 KL. And this is the benefit what you got. Yeah, batches, we have increased 16 batches in a month, and quality is 0, and delivery achieved 100. And if you see cost benefit, only by methanol we have got almost close to 1 crore, 99.36 lakhs per annum. And by productivity increase, we have got 25 crores per annum. And sustenance part, we have updated SOP. And then we have updated BPR also, batch processing record. And we have given a training to the operator in the shop floor, and still the matrix updated. Horizontal replication, we have planned ATC2, ATC3, BAT 2, BAT 1, RAT 2, and RAT 3B, which is under progress. We are validating that process also. And one more thing, if I want to implement this across all CTOs, where there is a dedicated product, there is a potential saving of 100 crores per annum is possible.
Team, you may please conclude now.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, team. And next presenter is Dana Anand India Private Limited, Pune. Team Dana Anand. Mr. Vikas, are you there? Please unmute yourself.
Yeah, we are there. Team is there. Can you
Yes.
hear us?
Yes, you are audible. Please share the PPT.
Okay. So my screen is visible?
Not yet, please.
No?
No, please. Yeah, now it is loading. Yes, now it has come.
Okay.
Please put it on slideshow mode.
Yeah, right.
Please
Is it
close
visible?
this. Yeah, it's visible, but please close this presenter view, sir. Please click on the display setting on top left,
Yeah, right. That will do.
duplicate side. Yes. Yeah. You may start, please.
Good morning, team. We are from DIPL Chakan, and we are presenting on power saving on HT line and maintenance gear plan. This is we have selected 3 themes. Out of 3 themes, we are working on Muda. This is the problem statement: power consumption of 6 kilowatt in heat treatment plant against the IOP target of 4.5. The reason behind to select this project was the target was taken to reduce the power consumption in heat treatment plant from 6 unit to 4.5 unit per gear set, and we are at now 5.5 unit. Then we identified the high power consumption load in heat treatment process. Then we find out that more power consumption by blower and scrubber in heat treatment plant. Then we find that blower and scrubber running 24 hours into 30 days. Because of that, we have selected this is a major power consumption area, and we have start project for power saving. This is the graphical representation of power consumption data. The target was 4.5, and we are last 3 months we have achieved that 5.5, 5.6, and 5.6. This is the major consumption details. We have taken as a 5 area where the power consumption is more. Then we start working on fuel gas blower 10 HP and mixed gas scrubber, which was 20 HP blower. We are finding that there is more consumption of power. So both blower and scrubber, the more total power consumption was 376 units per day. This is the pie chart graphical representation. We can see that there is 168% blower and 208% scrubber. Then remaining 259 belt washer, 120 tempering zone, and 229 post washer. This is the Port-W1S format we have putting that our problem. So power consumption was high against the target. In heat treatment line, it was happening on every day. So where it was in blower and scrubber, the more power consumption, 376 units per day. This is the status that more 160 units per day power consumed by the blower and 20 units per day power consumption by the scrubber. And both the blower and scrubber maintenance and service cost is more expensive. You can see that this was the before condition. The both blower and scrubber was running separately 24 into 30 days. So this is the 10 HP blower and that is the 20 HP scrubber. And this is the point idea was we are generated modification of blower ducting and modification of scrubber ducting. Both blower and scrubber ducting has to be connected to a single line. And both blower and scrubber ducting made a single line and connected to a single scrubber motor. And blower motor has to be kept ideal for avoiding unplanned downtime in future. This is the ideas we have implemented. This is the action plan we have taken: feasibility checking, costing, designing, manufacturing, trial, and installation with our team. You can.
In this, after implementation, we connect the input line of blower blower connected to the wet scrubber line, and scrubber output connected to single in stack. So this is the last 3-month power consumption. Our target is 4.5, and we achieved 4.5 in the month of July, September, and it is continuous. Now, result of this Kaizen, 3,000 unit per month saving, and 110 HP blower we kept in spare. Also, cost reduction electricity power by 3.60 lakh per year. Also, we are monitoring the stack monitor quarterly, and its result is satisfying as per EMS. Thank you.
Thank you, team. The next presentation is from again Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, CTO 1, Plant 1. This is on devising changes in the process to eliminate more reduction of operator and equipment.
Okay, lakeside castings. Rajesh, any updates?
This is Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, serial number 6, please.
Yeah. Can you see your screen?
Yes, sir. It's, please put it on slideshow mode, sir.
Yeah. I know.
Please close the presenter view. Yeah. Yes, you may start, please.
Good morning, all. Myself, GV Narayan Reddy from Dr. Reddy's CTO 1. So I'm going to present the Kaizen related to the Mura reaction in improvement in azacitidine production.
In a single jet,
just a second, system.
Yeah, for this,
So Dr. Reddy's, we are majorly, focusing on pharmaceutical and API, global generics and proprietary products. So our core values are related to the safety, quality, productivity. And we have around 29 global locations with 5 manufacturing locations globally. So we are from India, and in India we are 5 units related to the API manufacturing. And the subject Kaizen is related to the CTO1, which is located in Hyderabad. So we have 16.5 acres with the 10 production blocks and 8 clean rooms, and we have both APIs as well as high potent molecules. So this is our product portfolio, and the subject Kaizen is related to the azacitidine, which is one of the major onco product in CTO1, contributing to around 25% of the company revenue. And further details will be explained by my colleague Harish.
Yeah, good morning all. And regarding this azacitidine is one of the H5 molecule. It is used for the acute myeloid leukemia. So where the H5 molecules, specifically I have to mention is the cleaning procedure, where it is the molecule used for the treatment of the cancer, and thus what of the cleaning solvents also have the contamination of the cytotoxic products. So hence we need to detoxify by collecting all mLs. And we cannot avoid complete cleanings of the process. Why? Because whatever the process byproducts which are there in the reaction will kill the next batch. So hence cleaning is mandatory for this product. So these are the azacitidine is continuously, earlier we used to charge after 72 hours. Now we made it to 40 hours batch charging frequency. Earlier we have the 7 equipments. Completion of the 7 equipments we used to clean. So in this team members are myself and GV Narayan Reddy and Sunil Appani. So these are the equipments which are used for the loops: 776 reactor, 779 and 992, and finally ANFD. So this is, we can see that reactor 1, I am charging the batch, and it is transferred to the 779 reactor, and here the layer workup operations will take place, where the organic layer will be collected to the 17 and secondary separation will be 18. From here it will go to the 992, third reaction will take place. From here to the ANFD, and ANFD metal drying and unloading will be takes place. So after completion of this process will be takes around 72 hours, 68 hours process, and 4 hours we can clean. Why? Because after completion of the unloading only, charging first equipment cleaning will be done. Then from here it will be the same path I have to transfer. Why? Because I have to collect the cleaning mLs into a receiver. For this I have to further the detoxification activity has to perform. So for this brainstorming study, we did video analysis, brainstorming, and ECR SAP, and mapping Kaizen, Kaizen idea generation, Kaizen implementation, and finally this methodology. So these I could find that from the video analysis, totally 108 operations are there. So after completion of the 105 operation, this 106 cleaning operation I need to start. Why? Because completion of the starting equipment to that mother liquor and cleaning solvent, I have to collect and I have to do the detoxification. So after completion of the process of 103 operations, covers cleaning 106, 107, 108, 4 hours. So totally 72 hours only I could able to start the batch. So we did the brainstorming for optimizing the charging frequency. So brainstorming different ideas we generated, and finally, and it was selected as the fragmentation of the cleaning loop. So after implementation for SAP, the parallel activity was selected 106, 107, 108 operations. So Kaizen is fragmentation cleaning, and benefits are optimizing the batch charging frequency, improving the capacity of azacitidine, and overhead savings, and the facility manufacturing other products in the same time. So these are the finally mapping of these two Kaizens. We could see that now the charging 776 from here to 779. Here the workup will take place. Organic layer will be separated. So instead of from entire cleaning completion till 106 operations, this is the 68th operation. So we can differentiate the loop by aqueous layer receiver. GLRT4 is there. From here a parallel connection we given. So once process has entered into the second loop, first loop cleaning parallelly we have to start. We started. So this we could see that before the completion of this loop cleaning, every solvent I have to collect in the final receiver. So this has to be taken for around 72 hours to charge the next batch. Now we changed this loop system, and within a 36 hours process and 4 hours cleaning. So 40 hours I could able to start the second batch. So 108 operations completion, and I have to start the batch. It has to take 72 hours earlier. After implementing this parallel cleaning activity, I could able to complete, and 40 hours only I could able to start the batch. So these are the outcomes of this implementation of the Kaizen. Earlier 72 hours batch charging of 40 hours. Earlier I used to produce the 27 kg of azacitidine AZ2 stage. Now I could able to produce 60 kg of AZ2, 120% of improvement as observed. So with this, actually 20 kg of pharma I used to produce earlier in the bottleneck stage was AZ2. Now I increased the capacity to 60 kg. From the 40 kg of output I could complete within a short of 4 months of time. And where these overheads I used to earlier it is the 3 crores, now it was reduced to 1.5 crores. The major benefits are major muda in the process has been eliminated. The cleaning parallel activity we made it, and the production demand shall be met within the 4 months of time, and the facility shall be utilized for the manufacturing of other product, and utilization of the manpower for the manufacturing of the multi products in the same facility, and the ideal time of the equipment has been eliminated, and the equipment shall be utilized 100%. At all the times we could able to complete the equipments are engaged. So at a time, instead of one batch, doubling the batch size. At a time earlier 27 to now 60 kg capacity, 20 kg to 40 kg of the capacity was increased. And this is the unit 1 blockbuster molecule, 120 crores of productivity we could able to deliver. So these are the sustenance project, and change control is implemented, PPR is implemented, and training is given. And parallelly, these are the outcomes of the team was this apparatus was rigorously trained, and the cleaning loop was modification has done implemented and validated the procedure, and the horizontally the same thing was implemented. CCF is raised for the other molecules of H5 where the perimeterization and gemset have been parallelly implemented. And so thank you for the given opportunity, and any questions please.
Thank you, team, Dr. Dis. The next team is Endress Hoser, Flowtech India Private Limited.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Please share your PPT now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mr. Sir.
Yes, I think it's visible.
Yes, visible. Please put it on slideshow mode. Yeah. Please close that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Duplicate slides. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, all.
Sir, one block is coming on your slide. Can you please close it? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, good morning, all. We, Endress Hauser family, welcomes you on the occasion of 11th CII National 3mm competition. We are the Endress Hauser. We are leading manufacturing of flow meters across the globe. The company is founded in 1953 by Mr. George Endress and Ludwig Hauser. And in 1975, Endress family completely take the ownership of the company. And our headquarters is at Rheinach, Switzerland. We have 5 different plants across the globe catering to the world. So this is our product range. We are manufacturing different types of flow meters, widely used in different segments like pharmaceuticals, chemicals, energy, oil and gas. We follow some best practices like CIP, continual improvement, TPM, then 5 years, then we follow energy management, then QMS and lean manufacturing. We believe in following the best practices. So this is our team for today's presentation. Myself, Amik Shirsagar, and my colleague, Mr. Sandeep Nehe. We are also supported by our R&D colleagues and supplier. Our problem identification was supplier is not able to meet our delivery date for one of our part, Housing G300, supplied by one of our supplier situated in Malaysia. So we follow the methodology. We have identified the problem, identified the process. Then we have investigated the problem. We use process flow diagram. We use Viva analysis. Then we brainstorm it, and then we identify the benefits and we standardize it. The problem description during annual meeting with supplier. We just came to supplier has give feedback that okay, he has suffered while maintaining the delivery dates, while achieving the delivery dates for Housing G300 parts. Which is aluminum die casting parts, and it takes more time to him for fettling, that is secondary operation, which are manual based, and due to pandemic and lots of absenteeism, it affects him a lot. So we decided that okay, we will see what is that. Then we this is the process flow. This is the aluminum die casting part in the left first side. Then the secondary operation is there, fettling, right, second one. Then it is machined, and the final part is powder coated. So in this part, our requirement was that okay, the surface appearance should be uniform, being this part is displayed to the customer, and we're applying one flow direction label. It shows the direction of the label, so it should be uniform. If you see in the next coated part photo, due to the parting line, the label is applied not properly. That's what our requirement was. The parting line has to be removed completely. As this part is manufactured by aluminum die casting, it's made up of 2 different hubs, and parting line are generated at a junction of 2 hubs. You can see on the picture. So as our requirement is that we want to remove complete parting line, and the surface appearance should be uniform. It takes more time to the supplier, as this area is difficult to assess for tooling, and it is a manual operation. It takes more time. Also, it has some waviness, and it has got rejection. So they have around 1.5% rejection in fettling, and the production rate is quite low. It's 30 parts per hour. So supplier has to do this deburring at 6 different stations, 6 different setups, and all these are manual one. If you see, it takes more time for so operation number 4, 5, and 6. This dotted area, because it has to be removed manually, and it has to be removed carefully to avoid waviness on the part. So we do Viva analysis. Why we require complete deburring to this part? So we apply one label which shows the direction of flow, and if it and due to the parting line of face, sticker will not stick uniformly, and it looks shabby. And we have identified root cause as due to parting line of the side wall, sticker adhesion will be poor. Then we brainstorm it along with supplier. We take up help of our R&D team and our marketing team. Initially, we discuss with supplier whether we can implement some automated process Okay, we checked the feasibility, but due to the part geometry, the automation was difficult and it also required time and cost. So we just think that we will not implement that idea. Second idea was whether we can reduce the parting line itself in die casting. We checked that feasibility also, but again, if this parting line, it may reduce the die life.